Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Joe on it, bringing you another battle replay from Rome 2. We're using some of the Imperator Rome factions in this battle. We will have the Anthony's Rome defending against three armies of Octavians Rome. The defending generals are Charlie 6 Zulu, who's actually the guy that sent the video in, so Charlie, thanks a lot. Robo Loafer and Unclutch, and the attacking armies will be led by Silent Fart, Dave the Vassal, and Bud's Rome. Let's get over some army comps so we can get this one going. Actually, there's a little bit of time so we can put it into slow motion so the battle will begin. The defending armies are compiled of some legionnaires, veteran legionnaires. They've brought some auxiliary Thracian warriors, coastal levies, Dacian spears, gladiators, auxiliary Cretan archers back over here. They have some more of the auxiliary Folksmen, Illyrian cavalry. There's 3 units over here by this gate, back over there. And there's another unit of the auxiliary Illyrian cavalry over here. There are 4 units of guerrilla deployed units of the Illyrian raiders out here. We're going to have to keep an eye and see what they end up doing. As far as their generals are concerned, there are 2 legatus on the battlefield and a unit of the veteran legionnaires over here, defend up close to the wall, probably to keep the morale up of his men. Let's check over some of the attacking armies. They have brought several units of plebs to probably move up and get to these towers, which are pushed way up close to the walls already, so I guess this was part of the deployment phase. They have some legionary cohort, first cohort, auxiliary spear brothers. There is a unit of legionnaire cavalry. I know I saw at least 1 unit of legion cavalry, I just don't remember where they are. We have some auxiliary naked swords, which is back over in here. They have 4 units of the naked swords, I believe, in this army here. We have some more of the auxiliary short swords, veteran legionnaires, some Gallic warriors. We have some more armored legionnaires back over in this rear lines here. We have a couple of units of the armored legionnaires. And our generals are, we have a unit of the Evocati cohort, another unit of Evocati cohort, and this general had brought a unit of legatus. Here's the legionary cavalry. They're way over here on this flank. So, without further ado, let's press play here. We got about a 36 and a half minute battle here, so it seems that the attacking army on this side is moving up a couple of units of plebs, probably to get up onto these 3 towers. Now, these 3 towers are all heavy towers, so they do have the ballista on top as they are firing down. As you can see, this one unit of Roman ballista for the defenders have already lost a man here, and they're also getting just some various shots around. This unit has already lost 2 men, so well-placed towers. They're getting some shots in. We have the Roman ballista on this side firing down, shooting at this tower. It's already up to 21% damage. Just trying to take down some of their defenses. We have another shot coming in from this giant ballista on this wall. We have it already up to 12%. So obviously they're trying to take this tower down and also make a breach point here, with also more than likely going to move up all of their towers and try and have as many vantage points into the city as possible. I don't know if I went over this real quick. There are these 4 units over here, so again, we're going to have to keep an eye on, see what these 4 units of the Illyrian raiders end up doing. Wall damage here is at 32. This tower is at 40, now 52%. We have the 3 units of plebs have gotten up onto the towers, but they are still not moving. This army here is his towers are still stationary. We have a couple of the towers on this side moving up. We do have, I did see real quick, I saw a unit of cavalry coming out through this back gate, so that we still do have 2 units inside this gate, probably just waiting their turn to come out and unleash some hell. These cavalry here probably going to charge in and just slow up the advancement. Even though these towers aren't moving yet, they will slow up the advancement of the attack on this side of the wall, knocking down one of the units off the tower. As you can see, his flag dropped down into the tower, so both of these units are now down onto the floor. And as we see the red line there, they are going to try and get a charge into this tower here. Let's see if they're going to be able to get there in time. This is This tower's really close to getting to the wall. I don't know. Yes, they're going to get him in. Wow. Okay, so that unit of plebs is now down off their tower as well. Good job there by the cavalry. Completely halted this entire push-up with these 3 towers. Well done. This general here is pushing up 3 more of his towers here with some legionary cohort. And the cavalry is now going to just charge right back in, try and get rid of these units of plebs. He's doing a really good job. This unit of plebs is just getting evaporated by this cavalry charge. This unit is taking some losses. This unit of plebs seems to be climbing back up on top of the tower, so that'll be good for the attackers. Maybe they'll be able to push in and at least take out this ballista, but there are 2 units. I'm sorry, there's 1 unit of the Thracian warriors here on the wall, and there's also a couple of units of the legionnaires here defending some of the choke points. We also have another unit of legionnaires back over here. This cavalry is doing a pretty good job. He's routing this unit of the plebs. This unit of plebs has lost 11 men so far. We have a big... Now the towers are all starting to push up here. Let's check over here. Okay, so this Greek giant ballista here was able to breach this wall. This tower has been knocked down, so let's just keep an eye over here for a little while, moving up some of their legionary cohort to back up some of the auxiliary short swords. The defending armies are holding positions here. Well-placed defensive lines. They have a unit of legionnaires in the front, being backed up by 2 auxiliary coastal levies here, some more legionnaires in the back, and 3 of their units of Cretan archers here, just probably going to try and get some really good flanking fire in. We do have the giant ballista over here firing into near this unit of legionnaires. Actually, this general has taken quite a couple of hits. He's already lost 20 of his men out of that unit, so this cavalry is doing rather well over here. They've broken 1 of the units of plebs. I mean, it's just plebs, but still, that's going to be 120 guys less on the battlefield here for the attackers, and the unit of plebs that had come up onto this wall, as you can see, have been defeated, as the remaining men, the remaining 17 of them that are left, are now retreating back down off of the tower and are running for their lives. Let's get back over here. We'll see what kind of progress we have. Okay, so we have Octavians Rome has a unit of the short swords inside the city now, and the defending Roman player here has pulled down the auxiliary Thracian warriors that were up on this wall here. These 4 units of the Illyrian raiders have changed their position from back over here by this outskirt town up over here into the woods by this smaller town. Octavian Rome general, I'm guessing this is 2 armies here, and then there's another, the 3rd army is off on this flank here. So these 2 are starting to try and push some units through this breach point. They're going to start setting up their offensive lines. Unit of cavalry over here has definitely done his job. Let me see how many kills he's got. 138 kills, so well done. I mean, it's all, like I said, it's only plebs, but those are units that will not be on the battlefield. This one has recovered himself, but it's still only 37 men in that unit. This unit has 65, and they have recovered, as this unit was the one that was slaughtered up on the walls and was also hit by a cavalry charge. So they will not be returning to the battlefield today. The Legionnaire cavalry that was in the far army over there to our right has sent over his cavalry, probably trying to chase down, or at least have some sort of a cavalry presence on this side, as this army has brought 0 cavalry to the battlefield. So he's probably just trying to have an answer to the unit of Illyrian cavalry that has come out, and we can see another unit of the Illyrian cavalry making their way out. They are still hidden, as you can see the golden eye over their heads, over the top of their flag, I should say. More units pushing in. We still have the 2 on the ground. We have another unit of the auxiliary short swords on the wall, finishing deploying off of the tower, and another tower that is posted up near the wall, but the gate has not dropped down yet. We do have some fighting going on the walls here. We have a unit of auxiliary short swords taking on the Thracian warriors here. Thracian warriors seems to be being cut down rather handily by the short swords. So that should be a complete victory, at least on this wall section here, for the attacking Octavian Rome general. Simultaneously, we have 4 units that just dropped off of towers. We have 2 units of Legionnaire cohort, a unit of first cohort, and a unit of plebs that have dropped off the towers. I imagine they will probably just start siphoning their way through this breach point as well. The unit of auxiliary short swords that came down a little bit ago have now pushed up a tiny bit. I don't know if they have Pila capabilities, javelin capabilities. I've not really played very much of the Imperator's Rome factions, so this is kind of a learning curve for me as well. Out over here, we had brought that second unit of the Illyrian cavalry has made their way out. They have gone over and trapped this unit of Legionnaire cavalry in between the 2 units of Illyrian cavalry, and this general is moving over, Evocade general is moving over with a unit of armored legionnaires to push off the cavalry here. One of the units of Illyrian cavalry has pulled out of combat, but they're wavering, but they're still being able to be used. They have recovered themselves. Looks like they're going to get a pretty good rear charge in here on the Roman Giant Ballista, but they're still just getting absolutely evaporated by all of this Pila from the armored legionnaires and from the Evocade cohort general. They are still around, so let's see if they're doing any damage. They're breaking the... that's for one of the units of plebs that was up on the wall. This Roman general had the foresight to pull his ballista crew off, so he will not lose any men on that unit. Let's push back over here, see what's going on. Still having some units moving around a little bit. This unit of Thracian warriors was the one that I guess they broke, but they have recovered as they got close to a unit of gladiators. So they have been able to rebolster themselves and are pushing back into combat. Pila coming down, not exactly sure where that was going or who it was aimed at. The defending armies are starting to move some of their units around, maybe into a little bit better of defensive strategic positions. We have a unit of the auxiliary short swords up on the wall here, getting burned down here by this unit of Cretan archers. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see. This unit has 76 kills. There are 69 of these men left, and this unit has 15 kills. So this unit of Thracian warriors cut this unit of the short swords off on the wall and held them in place for the Cretan archers to be able to get some really good shots into them. Fantastic. Well done. Seems that this Rome general here has moved 3 of the 4 units that came down off of these towers are now just sitting and waiting for their time to push through this breach point. And this Roman general is pushing up all 6 of his towers now up towards these walls, still continuously firing with his ballista crew. They have taken out the cavalry from the Illyrian cavalry that was over here. Both units of them have been routed off of the field. This wall is going to be a large breach point. As you can see, the amount of wall that has been damaged at the top of the wall, at least, that means all of this wall will be falling down. So that will be a gigantic hole. Yeah, look at the size of that. That's 2 sections of wall that was taken down because they chose to attack a corner piece, so you get a larger amount of wall down. We have some wavering going over here. This is the short swords that were being picked off by the archers here. The Thracian warriors have now just moved in to finish them off. We have some of the auxiliary short swords. They have moved forward. We do have some archer fire coming over the walls here by these Gallic hunters, hitting into the sides of these Thracian warriors in reserves here. Actually, not really reserves. They're responsible for holding this gate, but they are just getting absolutely annihilated. Look at all the arrows. There's just 2 units. These arrows just coming over and killing them. And we do have some more ballista fire coming across, hitting into this unit of the coastal levies. So we have a lot of ranged and skirmisher action going on over the walls here, taking out some of their frontline troops. We have a unit of the coastal levies starting to push forward. I'm not entirely sure. They may have a javelin capability as well. Let's take a look and see what they end up doing. Looks like just a regular unit of long swordsmen with, they got the little shields here on their shoulders, that went on their forearms. That's pretty cool. Basically like little buckler shields. That's pretty awesome. And we have our first ground battle here against some coastal levies versus the auxiliary short swords. We have another unit of the Thracian warriors pushing in to aid the coastal levies of Anthony's Rome, sorry. And through this breach point, the floodgates are now being completely activated as we have a just slew of troops, of units coming through here. Big push, big offensive push here by Octavians Rome. Some Thracian warriors coming down to battle some more short swords. We have a unit of legionnaires coming down to aid the Thracian warriors with these short swords. We do have a unit that is routing off the battlefield. This is the coastal levies. Guessing they're maybe like a tier 1 unit. We do have a little bit of a problem here as far as the defense is concerned. They do, with this unit now routing off of the battlefield, there is a clear path for this unit of Spear Brothers to be able to just push pretty much straight up into this settlement point. I'm pretty sure this is a capture point, and the victory point, I believe, is back over here. Let's see what else is going on. So this Octavian Rome player has moved two more of his siege towers up onto the walls. He's pushing up legionary cohort and another unit of legionary cohort. The other 3 towers here have some more legionary cohort. They are just waiting. Oh, sorry, 4 towers, legionary cohort. Bunch of our archers now moving over to start picking off these units as they are being held up on the wall. The general unit is here blocking the stairs. We have a unit of Dacian spears up here and another unit of Thracian warriors here. These units will more than likely just be trapped up on the walls here, and the archers will be able to have a field day, just raining down shots. Let's just see if we can get a couple of volleys here real quick, and then we'll continue on with the battle. Keep moving around. Just look at all these arrows coming in. Men just dropping. You can see the number. It went from 106 down to 100 very quickly. So their men are up on those walls are just completely getting annihilated. Pretty good push in here. We have a lot of battle going on this side. Wow, we have our front line here of battle. Just units still continuing to charge in from the defenders into the attacking armies of Rome. Just trying to hold them in place, maybe trying to get some of their archers around. There were a couple of units of archers on this side. Let's see if they've gotten involved in combat yet. Not just yet. But this Octavian Rome player has moved a couple of his towers around over onto this side, probably to try and push in on this wall. And the unit of auxiliary Illyrian cavalry that was sitting around at this gate has now pushed out. So we'll have to try and see if we can keep an eye on what's going on. But there is a lot of battle going on. There are 3 armies. I mean, there are 6 total armies on this battlefield. So there's a lot of movement going along. You have 6 mines trying to work all on 2 separate teams. So it will be a lot to go over here. Still a lot of battle going on, a lot of dead already. You can just see the bodies just littered all around this front courtyard of this city. Well done here by this first cohort unit getting their javelin throws into the flank and sort of rear of this unit of legionnaires as they are trying to fight off a unit of legionnaire cohort. There was some wavering over here. Yes, we have a unit of the Octavian Rome legionary cohort starting to waver. They are in battle against the general up here. I don't know if that's such a good idea. You would rather not want to lose your general that early on into a battle. We have that. This battle has been going on for 16 minutes already, but I still don't think this might not be what this player wants to do, as he is starting to move up a unit of legionnaires. Probably going to try and charge into here and get his general out of there into safety, as they are already down to 73 men. That Legatus unit is still at 20 of 40. Okay, so he's still around. We have a couple of more units that have moved their way up on closer to this wall. Some javelins being thrown up, as you can see, they're all just hitting the walls. That's a shame. This unit's probably going to get up onto the tower. I understand why this player has not pushed in, because he's got quite a defense here with all these archers back here as well. These units would just get absolutely obliterated if they tried to push through here, and they wouldn't be able to make it around over to here. As we can see, as getting the viewpoint of a defender's replay, we can see that he's got all of his choke points covered, at least on this side. General here is still getting hit down by archer fire. He may really want to get them out of there. Let's get back over here. One of the three attacking generals has pushed in. He's just here probably just to bolster. Two of the generals are actually trying here probably just bolster some of the men. This unit of cohort is just getting rained down upon by 3 units of the Cretan archers over here. And with this break in the line over here, the Octavian players were able to push up 2 units of the Evocate cohort and a unit of the Legionnaire cohort. And it looks like they did make their way up here to take out the line of fireballs that were here on this ridge. So well done to them. We had a couple of rear charges by some Legionnaire cohorts, but they're getting hit by a lot of the peal of fire on this charging in unit of armored Legionnaires into the rear of these Evocati cohorts. So that is a big help. As you can see, the different colors of the flags. We have a blue outline, a yellow outline, and I guess there's only I guess that's the only really way to differentiate here between the armies. At least for the defenders. So we have the unit of the Illyrian cavalry that was around over here have trained their... Oh, and here we go. So these 4 units have made their presence known. The Illyrian raiders over here, they did make their charge out and are fighting against 3 units of legionary cohort. That should be quite a battle for these 4 units of Illyrian raiders. Hopefully they're going to be able to take them out. Over here, the unit of Illyrian cavalry was able to make a charge in on the Roman giant ballista. So that will be a big help. I'm not sure if this ballista still had any ammunition left or not. Still pushing more and more units. They're moving in some of their archers to try and bolster up their rear front line here. But we still do have a lot of the Octavian Rome units either being pulled back out of combat or just absolutely getting shredded by archer and peal of fire along with tower support. Let's check on back over here, see what kind of progress we have over here. None too much really, actually. This army is kind of just sitting and waiting. Looks like maybe he's biding his time to maybe see if some of the more of the defending forces get pulled back over here to continue holding up this front line against the two armies that are charging in on this side. We have some archers starting to break, or actually wavering, and they have recovered themselves, so they will more than likely come back up to the battle. The Illyrian cavalry still charging around the rear lines here, probably going into another unit of the giant ballista to probably take them out. I'm not sure if they have ammo. They don't have anything loaded in their slings here, so they more than likely are out of ammunition. And this unit has been pulled off of the ballistas, and that cavalry decided to just leave them alone. Let's get back in here. We'll get some good coverage of some of the battle. Just arrows being thrown all over the place, peeler being thrown around, units just charging in. This seems to be a unit of plebs fighting against some armored legionnaires, so they will more than likely not last very long. Let's get on over here. We got a couple of units of, what is these here? If to pull the head back up. Some auxiliary Gaelic warriors facing off against some normal legionnaires, but there seems to be 2 units of legionnaires here. We do have a unit of some legionnaire cohort, sorry, coming in to aid the Gallic warriors. The unit of the Naked Swords had pushed in over here, but they are just getting cut down as they do not have very much armor. I think their armor is only around 10. Oh wow, really? No, that's not their armor. 10, okay. So their armor is around 10 as they only have a helmet, a shield, and their trusty loincloth. So they will be quickly run off the battlefield here. Well-placed archer units here, just getting some great shots in, whether it's front on or flank fire, like they are flank firing into this unit of legionary cohort here. The archers that were on this side are still... There's still one more unit of the Cretan archers over here. The defenders seem to be pushing back this offensive push by Octavian Rome, so that's actually a really good sight to see here if you're rooting for the defenders. The battle line, as you can see, the strewn bodies around. The original battle line was here. They have made up a considerable amount of ground here in their defensive pushback. Let's get back over here and check out and see how these units are doing over here. So one of the Legatus unit generals had charged out through the gate, probably more than likely got a rear charge into one of the units of Legionary Cohort here. Did some pretty good damage. One of the units of the Illyrian Raiders has been routed off the battlefield. They have 23 men remaining. And we have another Legatus general coming in from Octavian's side. Going to get a really good rear charge into 2 of these units. Fantastic. 2 units are ending up, all 3 of them now breaking, probably due to the general presence over here, just continuously bolstering the lines for the Octavian Rome player over here. Illyrian cavalry still running amok around out here. They have run one of the units of Giant Ballista off the field. They look like they are making another charge into this unit that will 31 against 79. This unit will more than likely just absolutely annihilate it. Let's see through these trees, see what kind of a charge we can get. Yeah, absolutely deadly charge. Yeah, down to 13 men already. They're starting to waver, and they will more than likely flee off the battlefield. Okay, so we have a push through this gap here, through this breach point. One unit of armored legionnaires and 2 units of legionary cohort have now pushed through. They are facing off against 3 units of legionnaires on this side. So I'm going to guess that the unit that was over here has probably tried to come around. Let's just take a look and see. Yeah, they have their back, so I'm going to assume they came around that building and have charged into the rear of the legionary cohort here. We do have another unit of legionary cohort probably going to come over here and push in as well. We have some fighting going on up here on the walls. We have a unit of armored legionnaires taking on 2 units. A unit of Thracian warriors and a unit of Dacian spears. Let's get back over onto the just absolute bloodbath of a battle over here. I mean, this is... Look at the amount of bodies that are here. We still have 12 minutes left of this replay. It's just the body count in this battle is just probably one of the highest I've seen for this short time into the replay. I mean, we're 20 minutes into the replay. That is a lot of dead in this front courtyard here. We do have a lot of dead on the outside here of the city as well. We have a lot of men that died over here. Maybe that was just a bunch of archer fire. Not entirely sure what happened here. Oh, we have a unit. The Illyrian cavalry has now charged out. They are... Oh, is that the unit that maybe was running around? Maybe they were able to get some really good shots in. Yeah, a lot of these Gaelic hunters are down severely. So maybe this unit of Illyrian cavalry has made quite the show of themselves today. Let's see. 164 kills. Pretty good for an Illyrian Raider cavalry unit. Legatus General has pushed in now, though, so yeah, this unit of auxiliary cavalry will find its way off the battlefield. But I'm very impressed with this defensive front here, with defensive pushback, I should say, because as you can see, there's really not anything left to the 2 armies that were over here. I mean, these towers are probably theirs, so maybe some of the units here are theirs, but there's a lot of just a lot of archers out here still. Armored legionnaires pushing in, another unit of armored legionnaires pushing in. Cohort back over here holding off a unit of legionnaires and a unit of auxiliary coastal levies. And just look at the archer fire. How many units do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units of archers over here. 6 units of archers over here. Only a few of them are firing, though. We did have these 3 units of the legionary cohort over here. They were victorious over here, so they are moving in, starting to take this gatehouse. It does not look like the defenders... Oh, okay, they do have some men here in the reserves as far as infantry units concerned. They have a couple of units of veteran legionnaires and a unit of armored legionnaires over here. Does everybody still have their generals? Let's see. There's a legatus, and there is the veteran legionnaires. Where's the general for this army? We have a general here. Oh no. Is that the only... Oh no, there's another general here. So it's seeming that one of the generals for the attacking army has been routed off the battlefield. I must have missed that. We do have the Legatus General pushing through. See, he's probably just going to try and get some rear... Oh, wow. Okay, so that whole front defensive line here for the defending Rome players has been destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. And that was not a very long time ago that I was over here checking this out. So the Octavians Rome has, again, commanding position of this front courtyard. Pushing up, starting to take this capture point. 2 units of archers. Are they out of ammunition? No, they are not. And this Legatus General has the opportunity to get some really well-timed charges in onto 2 units of archers that have ammunition left. Good job. Good use of the cavalry general. Just get a couple of kills and get on back out of there. That's a fantastic job. Still, this Octavian player is pretty much being swallowed up by the Antony's Rome army that was defending on this side. Legatus General still pushing through, though, getting into the Scorpion unit of Antony's Rome. Good job there, but they are getting hit hard as they are trying to run away. Losing some men down to 28, 26. So the general is lost a considerable amount of men. I think he had 39, now he's down to 25. So we do have two of the 3 units that pushed through this wall now charging up these stairs. We have more units closing in onto this. So as I said, this is the capture point, this is the victory point over here. So the Octavians Rome players are trying to make a big push over into this section to get close to the victory point. This Octavian Rome player seems to have been, pushed out. His attack has been halted completely. Still has 1 unit of armored legionnaires up on the wall here, fighting against a unit of Dacian spears. He is moving a unit of his legionnaire cohort back around, probably going to just come in behind the lines of his allies on this side through the courtyard. Let's get some more of the fighting up over here. Take the HUD down for you guys so we can just enjoy some good old-fashioned fighting. Okay, so I am noticing that there is some archer fire coming down, well placed by the defenders, putting 2 of their units of the Cretan archers up on here, getting some fantastic rear and flank shots in on this unit of armored legionnaires. They're also getting some hellacious volleys down into the Legatus General and this armored legionnaire unit, but just look, still, more and more, I mean, their back lines are empty now, but they are just pouring in more and more units here, trying desperately to push closer and closer to the victory point here. We're down to a little less than 6 minutes left in this battle replay. Balance of power is in favor of the... Let's click on the little yellow dot. It is in favor of the defenders. But, I mean, the attacking Rome factions still do have a decent amount of troops. They do have a decent amount of archers left over. So, let's see if Antony's Rome will actually be able to keep this settlement in defense. But it seems that one of the units of Legionnaire cohort maybe just came up to start at least neutralize the capture point, but they are, you can just see the archer fire just going in and ripping them apart. Good charge in here with this depleted unit. This general unit comes right into this Cretan archer unit, gets a good charge in. It's going to probably try and come through some more. They're down to 8, 7, 6 men here. Charging in, still getting good kills in against some more of these archers, which is definitely needed. This unit did not break. They are capturing the victory point here. The defenders might really want to take care of this, as the attackers now have the victory point, which leaves the defenders 150 seconds to either win the battle or at least clean this unit out and retake the town center. Let's see what we have. We have 2 units still sitting up over here on the walls. Probably not even realize that they're still there. Good archer fire coming in from the attacking Octavian Rome player. Where is he shooting at? He's shooting down some of the archers that are up on the walls here. It's a pretty good idea. You know, try and get their sniper fire down. Still more and more Octavian units pushing through. Their rear lines are looking really depleted, though. They only have 2 units of archers, their ballista crew, and another unit of legionnaire cohort pushing up. And that seems to be all that's left of the attacking armies. We have 3 units of veteran legionnaire. I'm sorry, 2 units of veteran legionnaires and another unit of armored legionnaires that were hidden back around over here from the defenders, now pushing up and just continuing to sandwich in the attacking armies. We have the Evocade General pushing up. He looked like he was going to charge into this unit of Cretan archers, but they have changed their mind. Now coming into these 2 units of Cretan archers that are here. Probably try and get some kills before these more men are able to come up and bolster the lines from the defenders. Unit of Gallic hunters pushing in against a full unit of auxiliary Cretan archers. That is probably going to be a loss. That Gallic unit should, be removed from the battlefield completely. Actually, Octavians Rome has neutralized this tower, which is probably a big blessing for them. They have some armored legionnaires taking on a unit of Cretan archers, and they have routed this unit of Dacian spears. So maybe these defenders will actually need to use these 2 units. Let's see if they end up. Yeah, okay, so you just saw, real quick, you saw the 2 blue lines. So these 2 units will be called back off of the wall to continue over here for some more line defense. We're down to 2 minutes, 38 seconds of the battle. Does not look like Octavians will have the amount of units to finish off this attack. As you can see, a lot of them are now retreating. But again, just real quick, just look at this front courtyard. Just bodies everywhere. I mean, there's a lot of the sharpened stone in here, but just look at the bodies just all over the place in this front. Thousands of men lost their lives over here. Looks like hundreds of men have lost their lives over here in the attempt to attack and the attempt to defend this settlement. So, bloody battle, guys. Absolutely bloody, murderous battle. We have 2 units of archers facing off, Gallic hunters facing off against a unit of Cretan archers here. The Evocade General is doing pretty well. I mean, he's breaking a unit of archers, but another unit of archers the Roman ballista just broke. So this unit of legionnaire cohort is going to be pushed in against a just group of defenders. We have gladiators, Thracian warriors, legionnaires, and a unit of the Dacian spears. These still units coming back from the wall over here as defense point. We have a unit of the veteran legionnaires breaking, as they are 2 units now. 2 units of veteran legionnaires now breaking here against this general. Let's see what this Evocade General has been able to get for kills so far. He's 224 kills for this general unit. Fantastic. Well done job there by the attacking general. Balance of power still showing clear into the defender's side, but I mean, it could change. This general is putting in some work. They have another unit of Vigiles coming in against some of the Dacian spears, with a unit of... what is this? Another unit of Dacian spears pushing in? Yeah, okay, so they have that. This unit of legionary cohort looks like they are about to be surrounded, as these 2 units of archers have pushed in. Oh, General's starting to waver. I'm pretty sure that's going to be it. General here starting to waver. He is now routing. So the rest of these flags should start wavering soon. This unit is wavering and just broke. This unit is wavering. The general unit has broke. So with 10 seconds left in this replay, it seems that this battle has ended in a successful defense of Antony's Rome against the attacking Octavians Rome. But again, I just want to take a look. We just see the bloodbath. I mean, I don't really know how else to describe it. The destruction that has happened, the carnage that has happened on this battlefield today. Just units, men dead everywhere, all around outside over here. There's been a ton of fighting up on the walls over here. These choke points here are just littered with bodies. So This was a really fun replay, guys. Thank you very much, Charlie, for sending this one in. I really enjoyed this one. As I said earlier in the beginning of the replay, I've never done anything with the Imperator's Rome faction, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. Let's go over some army comps here, some final army comps. We have the Charlie 6 Zulus, his army general, 142 kills. His archers did pretty well. I mean, 262 for this unit. These two with 118, 167. Auxiliary Raiders, these were the 4 units that came out for that guerrilla deployment, 44, 46, 35, 46. I don't know if they were really intended to get a lot of kills, or if maybe it was just another halt process, like the Illyrian cavalry that came out from Robo-Loafer's army. Then we move on with Charlie's army here. He's got his Thracian warriors here, 117, 188, 98. Then we get into his big boys. He's got his legionnaires, 160, 161, 91, 225 for this unit. That's good. That's really good. More legionnaires, 171, 120, 222. Again, fantastic number there. 141, and this unit of plebs, 0. So, not entirely sure where they were. Veteran legionnaires for Robo-Loafer's army. His general, 137 kills. 203 kills with this unit of cavalry, 28 and 156. His Cretan archers did pretty well also. 122, 104, 272. His Dacian spears that were defending over by that courtyard, over by where one of the capture points was, 45, 41, 69. Some more Thracian warriors from this army, 19, 288 for this unit. Wow, that's actually really impressive. 46 with this one. His gladiators did very well, 149 and 223. Hell yeah to this unit of gladiators up on that wall. I mean, they don't really have a whole lot of armor, so that's a fantastic usage. And then this final line of legionnaires here is 151, 159, 234. Again, another big over 200 kills. 100 here and 137 for this one. Let's get down to Unclutch's army. His general had 2 kills. Roman Scorpion, 68. This is the unit of Illyrian cavalry, I believe, that moved out into that side gate and then ended up pushing all the way around and taking out the giant ballista units from the attacking forces. 176 for them. His archers again did pretty well. 133, 120. This unit with only 53 kills. Armored Legionnaires, 100, 101 and 110. Some auxiliary coastal levels, 69 and 38. The Falksmen here, 44, 70, 80, and 48. And the Thracian Warriors, 71, 79, and 20. A unit of Legionnaires with 94 kills. And his Veteran Legionnaires, again, another unit over 200 kills. 218 kills for them, 177 for that unit. Let's move over to the attacking armies. This was Octavians Rome. We'll go over Silent Fart's army first. His general with 95 kills. His ballista 152 kills and was responsible for at least knocking down a section of wall or a tower. His legionary cavalry 113. His archers did very well again, almost all close to 200 kills, 188, 140, and 170. Auxiliary Gallic warriors here, 46. The short swords getting 40 and 101. Spear Brothers with kills of 70. Evocate cohort, there we go, 122 and 121. First cohort 13, Legionary cohort 113, 46, 175, 146, 120, and his unit of plebs, one of the units I believe he was using to push up a tower, with 0 kills. Dave the Vassal, his general 243 kills. Giant Ballista with 44. Archers did pretty good, 66, 51, and 100. Armored Legionnaires here, 259, 495 kills with a unit of Armored Legionnaires. Well done, Dave the Vassal. That's fantastic. Almost 500 kills with a unit of Armored Legionnaires. Good job, buddy. Good job there. Continuing on, 192 and 232. So his Armored Legionnaires were a force. A force. Between 200 to 500 kills between the 4 of them. That's great. His auxiliary short swordsman did 84. Then we get into his cohort line, 125, 76, 14, 93, and 88. And 174. His 3 units of plebs. So he was the army that was attacking on the left side if we were looking at the attacker's vantage point. 1, 0, and 10, and his unit of Vigiles had 47. And we finish off here with Bud's Rome's Octavian Rome army. It's actually funny, Bud's Rome, and he was playing Octavian's Rome. That's funny. His general, 186 kills. His ballista with 94 kills, obviously with another either wall or tower knockdown. Archer's doing pretty well, 191, 83, 89. His naked swords, 69 and 42. Auxiliary short swords, 101, 117, 31. His line of legionary cohort, 42, 125, 70, 182, and 218. Good. Another one over 200. There was a lot of units in this battle with over 200 kills. Legionary cohort here with 182. Veteran legionnaires, we have 171, 140, and 96. And his unit of plebs with 5 kills. So, yeah, guys, really, really, really great replay. Thank you very much again, Charlie, for sending this one in. I mean, this was just an absolute, just destruction of forces. I mean, you can see the amount of kills. 2562 for Charlie. Robo with 2683. Unclutch with 17, almost 1800 kills. Silent Fart with almost 2,000 kills. Dave the Vassal 2394, and Bud's Rome with 2236. Guys, again, thank you very much for this replay. Charlie, thanks for sending it in. It was a lot of fun to cover, and if you guys are liking the content that is being shown on my channel, please give me a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks again.